certainly do appreciate all the love and all the comments, all the likes, all the shares that you possibly could be giving me. If you're not doing those things, before I get started, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so that I can keep dishing out really amazing videos for you all. Today is all about monetization. How you can use your bilingual skill set to monetize so that you can start paying off some bills, getting out of debt, and hitting those financial goals that you need to hit. So the first thing I want to kind of just say is that I'm not doing this just solely to make money. I'm doing this because I have purpose behind it. And I think if you have purpose behind anything that you do, then you can definitely make profit off of it. So as far as monetization goes, one of the things that I had to do before I can start monetizing my coaching business, my Spanish coaching business, was first see what the competition was looking like in my area and get an understanding of what the prices are going for. I was listening to a lot of life coaches or people who help people scale their services who were saying, you know, I need to be charging $2,000 for a course. The problem with that is the going rate of a language school in my area is about $200 per course. And I'm talking about a language school that teaches all languages and strictly languages, not an actual immersion school, which I'm going to talk about why I don't want to have competitive rates with them. So the average rate in this area, Los Angeles, where I'm at, is about $200 to $250 for a class. So once you figure out what the average rate is, you want to set your rates a little bit higher, which is what I did. I'm probably not as high as I'm going to get, but it's a start. Right now, I do charge $450 for a 10-week course in comparison to $250 for a 10-week course at a language school in this area where I live. Now, the reason why I was able to up that price $200 was because I looked at what those language programs offer in this area, and I just added a little more to my program to be able to make sure the value was matching with the increase in price. What that looks like is a language school here in Los Angeles goes for about $250 for every 10 weeks. That program strictly just comes with online lessons in a group setting. That's it, nothing else. So I said, okay, let me add a little bit more meat and potatoes in my program so that my program stands out from everyone else's. So what I did was I added 5 hours of one-on-one coaching with my program, which is something I know you can't get from another program because I've already looked. And then also I went ahead and added in online access to pre-recorded videos, which is something else I know people aren't getting from programs out there. And also I make myself accessible via a Facebook learning group. So I'm going to talk about that for 1 second. To get more clients, one thing I've just started doing was having a Facebook group called 21 Bridges Lessons, link provided below in the description box, so that people can feel like they have interaction with me constantly throughout the week, either via email and also through this group. And the beauty about bringing people together in a Facebook group is that they also have access to other people who want to learn Spanish. So literally everyone is in that group is able to connect with one another and really become accustomed to getting to know one another. So you can build your own family, and those people who can attest to your course can then invite other people to be in your group, and that's possibly opening up a way to get more clients. So monetization can be done by just searching the web, seeing what language schools are in your community, and understanding what you can charge your prices based off of the services you put in your packages. My students like feeling like they have access to me because they think they're getting a premium service, and they are getting a premium service, right? Another thing that I do very well with my students is I use a proven method. So in the language schools that I've been researching, they don't use necessarily a proven method. And in fact, none of these language schools are promising me fluency. So I thought, okay, why don't I add a component to my program that I know will make people become fluent, and I make that my program promise. I promise by the end of my program, my 10-week program, that my students will be able to hold a 3 to 5 minute conversation. What's beautiful about that is that I've seen results. A lot of my students can hold a 3 to 5 minute conversation just after 3 weeks of being in my program. That's a really big deal for learners who've never spoken Spanish before. But I also know from being in a language school of my own That's not the program promise, and I'm not able to do that because my teacher isn't necessarily coaching me. My teacher is teaching me. So so you want to provide a service that is coaching people into fluency and not just teaching people a language. You can, believe it or not, teach yourself a language and still not be fluent. But do you know how to coach yourself? It's a little ridiculous how noisy it is, but you know how to coach yourself into fluency. And that's something that my program promise offers that other programs in my area don't. So when it comes to giving myself that pay raise from $450 to, I don't know, $650 next year, that's something I can confidently do because I would have gotten enough students in my course to be able to vouch for what I've done. A lot of people tend to think that people won't pay more for their courses. I think people will pay more for your courses as long as you're providing enough information and details and life transformation that makes it worth your price. And that's something that I'm definitely exploring as a new entrepreneur. So there's definitely ways to monetize your program. If you are bilingual, you can start doing coaching businesses on the side. A little thing that I used to do before I even started my own language school was I simply used to tutor children in Spanish and charge $35 an hour. The good thing about that is I got really confident in my skill set, and I shifted from tutor to coach to now owner of a school. I need to be making sure I'm packing my services with 3 times more valuable, life-changing content that's going to send my learner home a different person than when they came to me. So those are just a few ideas I have for you. What do you think in the comment box below? Are you looking for a language coach? Are you a language coach? Are you looking to become fluent in Spanish? Either way, I'd love to hear from you. Go ahead and click the links below. Text my business cell, phone number provided below, and you can also follow 21 Bridges LLC on Instagram and join the conversation on how you can become bilingual on that platform. I look forward to talking to each and every one of you in the near future, and don't stop getting out of debt and don't stop achieving your bilingual goals.